Hello, guys. Welcome back to Sam. We are here to finish up the chapter that I started the week before last, where I was talking about do you really value yourself. So today I have some few things that I need to talk about. It's gonna be an exciting one as I put an end to this topic. If you want me to go back to it, if you want something that I need to clarify, let me know in the comment section. But what I'm gonna do today, which is very important, I need you to pay attention to this because I don't really know how many people really take time and really explain to people how they are like in life and try to discover how they can be better themselves and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to take this moment, this time, to finish up this topic, to talk about some of the things that I've been doing some research on, and I want to give you something that will help you in life and give you, because I believe you are meant for more and you can do more. So it's gonna be exciting the way I'm gonna be covering this one, because we are gonna do something that is easy. We are gonna talk about how to manage low self-esteem and 10 tips that will help you to value yourself more. In fact, I don't think they're going to be 10 tips because I did cover some of them in the last video. So I'm going to give you more things that will help you to learn to value yourself more and give you, an excitement into this life. So if you are watching me either on TikTok, Spotify, or YouTube, thank you very much for watching. On Spotify, you are listening, by the way. So thank you very much for watching and even listening. This is Sam, and we're back again with Sam, and I'm here to give a fresh perspective in so many things that you go through in life. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you learn a lot about what I'm going to be talking about. So one thing that you have to understand is this: we are, in whatever we are doing in this world, we are writing what we call a story. Whether the story is perfect, whether the story is amazing, all of us in this world, we are writing a story. And sometimes it becomes so difficult. Sometimes we lose the direction of where we want to go in life, because there are a lot of things that we're going through. There's a lot of things that is pushing us, that we are more focused on trying to achieve something that doesn't help us as people, because we have been designed to be in this world, or we have been told that this is a fast-paced world and you have to move with the pressure of the world, with the speed of the world, with where the money is at. That's where you go, and we forget the most important thing that we should be focusing on as people, as human beings, which is self. How do we value ourselves more to actually enjoy what is happening in this world, to actually enjoy this precious thing that we've been given, which is life? Do we value ourselves to a point that we actually get to accept and enjoy everything that is happening in this world? Sometimes you don't really know how much this is. That's why there are people like me who comes in and actually shows you so many scars that are inside you, and how you can help yourself to become a better person. Because let me tell you something that happens when you don't really look at yourself in that light that I'm talking at. You end up becoming that. Have you ever heard people complaining about never want to spend time with you, no want to be with you because you are so grumpy, or you become that grumpy auntie, somebody that people don't want to spend time with because you are either always negative or what. But the rest of the world won't understand. They'll think that you are just being negative to them. But the problem is that what you're doing to the person within, what you're doing to your soul, to the person within you, it's even worse, because you're kicking yourself every single time. You're fighting yourself every time. So some of the points that I'm going to talk about here, I'm sure you're going to be able to relate, because you have gone through it, and sometimes it has affected you in your life, and it somehow is, most of the people, it's still affecting you, because now you no longer see the value in you. You no longer appreciate the personality you are, how much you give excitement to the world. You no longer see that. So when I talk about this, it's going to be exciting, because it gives you an in-depth on how you can make yourself a better person and learn to value yourself. So one of the things that I'm going to talk about is for you to stop to look out for confirmation bias. When I'm talking about what we call confirmation bias, I'm going to give you a scenario to make it make sense. Have you ever been in a point where you tell yourself that you're not worth more, you don't deserve to be given love, because you are what you've given yourself so many points of how terrible you are as a person, so hence you see in your eyes or in your mind that you don't deserve love? And it seems like this is what happens. Your mind ended up working like like a detective to work and actually be able to to show a light or to shine a light into those what we call confirmation bias, to shine a light in everything that you do wrong, which confirms why you don't deserve love. Because we are living in a world where people feel like it's okay to feel like you are less than you can be, because you don't really want to look at yourself and the light of the good and the light of this ones. You said that the good deserves to be on the people on this other side, not to you, because you see yourself as a person who doesn't deserve to be that. So you need to stop to put that what we call confirmation bias, because you are missing the best version of yourself. If you are gonna allow your mind to work day in and day out to show how terrible of a person you are, tell me, nobody will want to spend time with you. And that creates, like I said in that small clip that I did here last week, where I was telling you that sometimes when we talk about mental health, the problems that people are dealing with are things like this, because in your mind there's more negativity rather than positivity, and it limits you from being the best version of who you can be as a person. The other thing that I'm going to talk about is accept praise. And this is not my first time talking about this. I even mentioned it in the last video that I did, and I'm still mentioning it again because I felt like last time when I talked about it, maybe so many people did not get it if you watched it. But let me tell you something that is really interesting that you need to hold on into your heart. We are good at giving praise. You are good to say, oh, thank you for this. You are an amazing person. You can do that. But the problem, the good or the bad of us are terrible at, is actually accepting praise. Because what happens is this. There is a lot of things that happens in life. There is a lot of people who sometimes notice something good you have done in your life, in their lives, and they give you in appreciation to say that, you know, that if you're not there in my life, I want to find myself in this position. I want to thank you for this. And you know what we do as people? We're like, oh, okay, no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You know, that's how what friends are there for. That is very terrible. And I have to make this clear, because the more you keep doing that, the more you are gonna lose yourself. The more you keep doing that, the more you won't even actually be able to appreciate the good things you do in the world. Because what's happening is this: somebody's thanking you for becoming an angel in their life. Understand this, an angel. Because I have to use the word angel because people are always assume angel is a good thing, something that is amazing. So people, when they say that you are actually my angel in my life, you have helped me with this, we are quick to say, no, it's okay, that's who we are, so don't worry about it, you know, let's just move on. But the terrible thing you are doing there is this: you are not actually seeing from the heart of heart. You are not putting that into your soul to actually accept, oh, I've actually given something amazing to this person. I've actually done something amazing to this person, and she or he is thanking me for this, and I should feel good because I've done something good. Because the moment you learn to accept it, praise, the moment you are able to see these things and actually be willing to accept it, it gives that light into your heart. It gives that light into your soul, which will help you to go through so many things and actually be able to have that confidence in believing that you are a perfect person. You do good things to people, and so many people appreciate the good you do, and that will help you so much. So you have to learn so much about learning to accept praise, because you are missing some things that could be changing your life. You're missing that emotion that could actually transform you as a person. The third point that I'm going to talk about is write a list. I was just talking about this because I feel like sometimes we forget how important we are to the world, how important we are to the people around us. So I'm gonna tell you, each and every one of us, I have an exercise for you. I need you guys to do something. Take a piece of paper tomorrow or even tonight. Write the good things about yourself, the things that you feel like, okay, this is what makes me a good person. I do this, I do this. Write those. I need you to just write 10 points. And if you have a door or wherever you can, I need you to put that document that you would have written, the things that makes you feel good about yourself. I need you to put somewhere you can see it every day. The purpose of this list is not because I'm trying to make you look like a fool or when people enter in your house or what. The purpose of this list is for you to learn to appreciate the good you are actually doing to this world. Because Most of us, we are always busy with a lot of things. We don't even realize how important we are, because we don't give ourselves the value we deserve. We don't really praise ourselves. We don't really notice so many things we do. So we miss out on a lot of things. We miss out a lot that can actually help us. So if you write the good things that you feel good about yourself, can help you to remember when you forget how much of a good person you are. And the more you do that, that will help you to develop the amazing value that you are as a person. That will make you to accept yourself as a person and actually see the value you offer to the world. So how do you learn to value yourself as a person? Well, write a list about the good things you do. That will help you to actually have the confidence to learn to value yourself. The other thing that is funny that so many people have never done, 90% of the people who are watching this have never done this, which is practice mindfulness. What am I talking about when I talk about practicing mindfulness? I'm talking about things like meditation. And I'm not saying that you just sit down and just listen to yourself, listen to nothing but the noise that happens when it's so silent and you can't hear anything. I'm saying actually sitting down and actually try by all means to visualize of how good of a person you are, how people appreciate you in the world, the value you are offering to the world, not only to the world, even to your boss you're working for. Learn that, if I wasn't there, the boss would not have managed to do this and this at work. Learn to appreciate the mindfulness, and things like meditation helps because it gives you a moment, or maybe say 30 minutes or even 15 minutes, to reflect on the good things you have done and learn to build up that positivity in your life, because that will help you as a person. So that's one thing you can do. The other thing I could say when you're doing that is doing what we call mirror talk. This is something that is amazing that I've actually done before, and I can tell you it's something that is amazing. Learn to look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself how good you are, how amazing you are, how amazing of a creature God has created you to be. Tell that to yourself when you're looking yourself in the mirror, because you are looking deep down within your soul, and that will help you to actually see the good that is in you. That will help you to build your self-esteem, and that will help you to learn to value yourself. Because the problem we are dealing with in this world, we are dealing in a world which has which so many people are dealing with what we call mental challenges, where they feel like there's no worth of living in this world. And if you learn to do that, if you learn to build your self-esteem, that will help you to see the value you offer to the world. And when you see the value, you become a strong person to handle anything that comes to your life. So learn to do these things: meditate and also mirror talk. The other thing that is interesting that I'm working on myself, yes, I'm working on it, people, is to learn to challenge yourself. And that is my final point. Learn to challenge yourself. Sometimes the things that we go through in the life, the reason why we look at ourselves in the way we do, it's because of how we look, structure wise, how we look. Maybe we are not happy with the body we are carrying, whatever we have. So learn to challenge yourself. If you are not happy with something that you know you have the capability to change, do something about it. Because the only thing that can help you to have the value that you want in the world is if when you actually know that if you do something, you can change and create that good feeling around you. And if you're not happy with the way you look, the physical structure of your body, how you look like, challenge yourself to change that, because you know you can change that. So learn to do things like exercise. Learn to exercise so that you actually build that amazing thing that happens in you, so that gives you that belief, that gives you the confidence you need. So exercise regularly. That will help you to challenge yourself. The other thing that I can tell you, which is very into a mindful place, is learn to set what we call goals. Set goals of your life. What do you want to do? What do you want to achieve at the end of the year, at the end of the week, at the end of the month? Because if you have what we call a goal-oriented life, it helps you to always wake up with the energy to challenge yourself to become a better person you can be. Because I do believe you are a better person, you can be a better person. And if you challenge yourself to actually achieve the things you want to achieve, to actually challenge yourself to actually reach the goals you want to reach in life, that will help you to be strong and to keep going forward. And in turn, builds your self-esteem and gives you the value you are looking for, because we are missing so much in this world. There's so much that is there out there for you, and all the things you want, the riches you want, the money you want, you can get it. It's all out there for you to go get, but you cannot do it when you're moving in a tempo that you don't like, when you're moving and you're carrying a tempo that you don't appreciate. This body we carry, it's a tempo, and we have become an enemy to this tempo. Most of us, we challenge ourselves, we attack ourselves in this tempo. We always know the right words to use to destroy ourselves. The purpose of this thing, the reason why I'm doing this thing is just I'm trying to let you know that the reason you cannot get the money you're looking for, you cannot get the life you want to have, is because you have become the number one enemy that attacks you more than the rest of the world will ever do to you. Learn to value yourself. Learn to see yourself as more. There's something that I used to do growing up. I knew that I was born out of operation from my mom, so I always believed myself to be important. That it seems like the devil didn't want me to be in this world, so it means I'm worth more than I actually can see. I can achieve so much in my life. I can do so much in my life, and I have to tell you, because I knew that I was a person who was worth more than the average person out there, it helped me go through so many hard moments of my life, because I've always seen myself as a superman, as a superhuman. Those things we watch, the Flash, the watch, I've always seen myself as like that, because I knew that from the moment I was born, I was not meant to be there, but I'm here because God gave me here and put me to this world for a purpose. So I'm gonna do as much as I can. I'm gonna live the best life, because I'm living my life in a broad manner, if you understand what I mean. I'm living this life because nobody expected me to be here, and I'm here and I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm celebrating every year that I reach in my life, because that is 20 something years I've reached in my life where people did not expect me to be here, where the world did not expect me to be here, because I wasn't even meant to be born. So I believed that I was above human. I was above so many people that I met in my life. I was meant for more than what people can see. Even though I was going through some challenges in school, I believe I was meant for more. So maybe sometimes you have to create that story in your life. You have to create the story of you being a human being, the purpose you are here. Create a story that will motivate you to become a better person, because you will learn to value yourself. And if you take some of the tips that I've talked about in this video, it will help you to actually see the world in a different layer, in a different phase, and that's what will help you to become a better person. That's what will help you to actually achieve all that you believe you can achieve. So I hope you're learning something amazing. I hope this will take you to that level you are meant to reach. I hope this thing that I've talked about will open a new life for you, will open a new direction that you need to focus on and go become the best person you can be. Because I believe we are all worth what is there in this world. The purpose you are still alive right now, it's not because you're just living. It's because there's something that you can do which is more than any person who died yesterday or last week or last year. You're worth more, and there's more you can do to this world, not only to one person but to the rest of the world. So be better, be more, and I know you will do it. So thank you very much for watching. If you have sticked to this point, listening to what I was saying, I hope this message gives you hope, gives you the energy you need to continue living this life, because you are an amazing person. Click the like button if you're watching this on any platform you're watching. Subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Like, follow for more if you're watching this on TikTok. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Sam. I hope this has changed your life. Thank you very much for watching. I'm out. Peace.